we're ranking every single Pokemon. However, we're doing it through each generation. We're going to make our lives a lot easier, my life a lot easier. Each generation is going to be a separate video. I also have another special little surprise. I have a face cam. It sucks because I bought it for $10 at Ollie's? I can't be too loud. I'm in the mood to record this. And I have a sleeping fiance and baby. We've got Tears of, they're my babies. Peak Friends. Am I pulling that from Alpharad? I might be. Awesome. That's just funny, guys. Fine. Don't care. I'm going to do my best to rank the tiers. Don't care is going to be the only tier that's not going to be ranked. Because it's just one thing. Don't care. That's it. Then not good. Then just bad. Little trash and burn them. Editor, I got rid of burn them in Gen 2. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to do Megas with Gen 6. Alolan forms with Gen 7, G-Max and Galarian forms in Gen 8, and then Hisuian and Paldean forms in Gen 9. Alright, so let's start with Bulbasaur. Like, he's a great little guy, and he's going to be our first friend. Like, I've always loved Bulbasaur. Next is Ivysaur, who I think is a step down. He's still pretty awesome. There's a very good design, very good progression of the line. And then we've got Venusaur, who I think is my least favorite member of the line, but I would still say is pretty awesome. We have Charmander, who I've come around to liking, I think, a bit more. Charmeleon gets to that awkward middle stage area, but I'm going to say he's fine. Charizard. He's awesome. You can't deny that Charizard's not awesome. I do like him more than Charmander. Do I like Charizard more than Venusaur? Squirtle, that's a friend. Not as much as Bulbasaur. And Wartortle, I'm going to say above Charizard, but less than Ivysaur. Good design. I kind of wish they had kept up the trend with Blastoise. I'm going to say I like Blastoise more than Charmander. Caterpie, I think is cute. That's about it. I could care less about Metapod. It is just a cocoon, and you're going to think I'm going to be hypocritical here in a minute, but I'll explain. Now Butterfree. It's just a butterfly. But it's a cute butterfly. I'm gonna move me over here. I've always loved Butterfree. I think Butterfree is my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. They're so cute. Weedle, I feel the exact opposite for, like, with Caterpie. But if you look close, Kakuna looks like he's wearing a tie. And that's hilarious to me. Like, he's such a funny guy. And the Beedrill is objectively kind of rad. I don't think I like him more than Charmander, though. Pidgey, I think, is perfectly serviceable bird. Honestly, I'm going to say the same thing, but I'm going to put Pidgeotto. Do I want to vote Pidgeotto in awesome? I think low awesome. I think that's fine. And then Pidgeot can sit in high fine. Rattata is also fine, I would say. I think I like Caterpie a little bit more. But Raticate, on the other hand, is kind of badass. God, it is so, like, having it pinned, because otherwise I'd have to scroll past all that nonsense. Pinned. Thank you, Tearless Maker. Spearow and Fearow, I could care less about. They've just never done anything for me. Ekans is one of the lamest Pokemon, because it's a snake. Snakes are cool, objectively, and this is such a boring take on what they could have done with a snake. Arbok, on the other hand, is kind of badass. It's kind of terrifying. I think I like it. I like its design more than Blastoise. I know it's Pikachu. I think he's great. Maybe not as much as Bulbasaur. That's tough. I think Bulbasaur is closer to peak than Pikachu would be. So I'm going to say I like Pikachu a little bit less, but I still love him. And then Raichu's also rad. And Sandshrew, all of his sprites from Gen 1 to when they stopped doing sprites in Gen 5 and Gen 6. So from Gen 1 to 5. He isn't a bad sprite. He's a friend, and I love him. He's great. He's cute. He's adorable. Sandslash, though, I don't know what it is. Like, I should think he's badass, but there's just something about him that doesn't quite get there. I think I'm gonna put Ivysaur and Friends. I'm gonna rank them like that. Both Niddos, yeah, I think Nidoran male, just like all of his sprites, he just looks cooler. In Arena, I do have some nostalgia for, because I actually had a plushie of Nidorino. Yeah, but Nidorino is still badass. Like, he's still pretty rad. I think I like Nidoran male more. And the Nidoqueen, Nidoking, if I'm doing a playthrough and I get Nidoqueen, and like I get Nidoran female and eventually I have to use Nidoqueen, I'm not like pissed. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still getting a badass Pokemon. But design-wise, I prefer Nidoking. I think Clefairy is pretty funny, because Eevee-like Clefairy is kind of busted. And I have tried to make Clefable work. I think I do like Clefable. Vulpix, pretty cute. I do like Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix has kind of overtaken my like massive love, but I still like Vulpix nonetheless. But Ninetales is still such a gorgeous design. It has to be a friend. It's up there. I do like Ninetales a lot. Jigglypuff has to be a friend. And Wigglytuff. Do I want to say Wigglytuff's fine? Yeah, I'm gonna say Wigglytuff's fine. Zubat, I think, kind of fits the depiction of funny for me personally. Kind of the same for Golbat, but I think I'm going to put him there. So for anybody out there that is or ever has been in a relationship with somebody who maybe doesn't love Pokemon as much as you do, but they still like Pokemon, right? Their opinions on certain Pokemon are going to affect yours. Oddish is a perfect example of this. I will always have a soft spot for Oddish because of my fiance, one of her favorite Pokemon. And Gloom I don't like. I don't know why, but I just don't. Vileplume is pretty awesome. I think I like Charmander more than Blastoise. I'm going to say Paris is lame a little bit. Because why are we meowing? What are we meowing about? With Parasect, I would honestly say I'm going to just butt in here real quick because I completely forgot to mention why I don't like Paris. It's because of Legends Arceus. There you go. I play Pokerogue still, and Parasect in that game's hidden ability or passive ability is Triage, which gives it priority on its healing moves. And it's pretty funny. I think Venomoth sits at the bottom. Venonat, you can go like right there. They're so cool. And I don't know why, but Venomoth it's just pretty. It's just a good purple. I think Diglett and Dugtrio are the prime examples of like quintessential funny guys. I think Meowth is fine. I'm not that crazy about Meowth. But Persian, I don't give a shit. I just don't care. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't care about Psyduck. Controversial, I know. And then I do not like Golduck. Watching that thing walk around in Legends Arceus, no thanks. I think Mankey is like right here is fine. Like there's gonna be kind of like a tier down there of like first stage Pokemon that is just whatever. I do like Primeape. I don't know if I'm crazy about Primeape, but I do like him. I do think Growlithe's great. Growlithe used to be one of those Pokemon that kind of sat or in like the don't care tier or like down low and fine, but I actually like Growlithe's design. And Arcanine might be a friend. I think I might. He's not peak. Is he peak? Wait, I can't hang on. Wait. I gotta. I think I have to keep him out of there, but I do think Arcanine is a friend. I'm gonna put him right there. Pursuing Arcanine is so fucking cool. Poliwag, gotta be up there. One of the cutest Pokemon to have ever existed. But Poliwhirl is such a fun guy. He just does his little dance in X and Y, and he's got so much fun energy about him. I love him. Poliwrath is like, I honestly don't care. I don't care about Poliwrath. Same with Abracadabra and Alakazam. They just don't do anything for me. At all. Machop is weird. And then just please kill them. Please kill both of them. Burn them alive. I hate them. I hate that they're wearing fucking wrestling trunks and it's human clothes. And they're just dudes. You want a line of funny guys. I think that I think I'm gonna put I think Diglett is a little bit funnier than Doug Trio. Look at the little dance that he does. He does this little, again, dance. I don't need to explain why Weepinbell is going in here as well.
Jesus Christ, Weepinbell.
I have to put Parasect higher. I think I'm putting Parasect in Awesome, and I'm going to keep him at the bottom of Awesome, and he's going to be like the gatekeeper. Victory Bell, anime-wise, is funny. It's like the one that does the least for me, but it is still pretty great. I don't give a shit about Tangela, or we're not even there yet. I do like Tangela. I don't give a shit about Tentacruel. Tentacruel, I think, might be a friend. I don't know if I go that far. I don't know if I would go that far. Anytime I use him, he's always just really good. Maybe he's a friend. I think Geodude is another one of those like kind of quintessential funny guys because he's a rock with arms. I'm not a fan of Graveler because it's rock with arms to ball of gravel. But Golem is pretty badass. Ponyta and Rapidash, I do like Ponyta's design. Do I want to say they're awesome? I'm going to say I like Ponyta's design. But Rapidash, it's the eyes that kind of freak me out a little bit. I think Slowpoke is another one of the quintessential funny guys. And Slowbro, I'm going to put Slowbro like right above Parasect. I think they're kind of like interlock with each other of being funny and strong. So Magnemite, I do think is cute. Magneton takes the magnet gimmick, and makes it work because it's 3 Magnemites magnetized together. I have to put him at the top of funny guys. The idea, I can't put him above Kakuna. The idea of chopping up the leek and then throwing that into a pot of boiling water is dark as fuck, but also very funny. I mean, like, come on. I think Dodrio falls into this category as well of being funny and awesome. I don't think I care about Dugong, but Seal is lame. Dugong's also kind of lame, but I think I just don't care. What if we made Seal and Dugong and we just called them that and we just didn't do anything with the design? I think Grimer and Muck have actually kind of grown on me a little bit. He's got such a happy little face about him. And then Muck is terrifying. It's a fucking sludge monster. Shelder, I don't care. But Cloyster, I think is objectively pretty funny. Because it's a Vagine. I think Ghastly goes right at the bottom of awesome. And then Haunter, such a cool design. Such a fucking cool design. And I think I'm gonna do this. Honestly, no. I'm putting Poliwag down there. But yeah, I'm cool with this. Gengar is incredible. Maybe Arcanine? No, I don't think so. Onix, I don't care. Drowsy is pretty terrible. I think Drowsy's trash. I don't like his design. And then, God, I hate Hypno. I kind of wish Hypno didn't exist. One of the worst freaking Pokemon ever. And he's gonna go back and forth with another Pokemon in Gen 1 for being one of my least favorites. Just ever. Krabby and Kingler I love. They're pretty great. I think Krabby goes there, and then I'm gonna put Kingler like not too much higher. I think I'm gonna go there. Voltorb is a funny guy. Under the principle of the RPG mimic that he is. Honestly, I think Electrode's also a friend. I love the personality and just the expression. It's so good. I love it. It's so good. Execute, don't care. I don't think I like Executor. Is he bad? No, he's not bad. Cubone's gimmick is lame. I'm sorry. I just don't care. Marowak is kind of cool though. Like not anything crazy. Honestly, if I think something is lower than Pidgey, I think that is like, I don't care. Oh no, we got some bad and trash here. Do I have to explain? It's a dude without a head, so the eyes are just what his nipples are, and then it's just a fucking boxer. It's stupid, bad. Get out of here. And then Lickitung. I don't think it's burn them levels bad, but no, I think it is. No, it is. It is for sure. Why did they make the tongue Pokemon? I love how Coughing's got such a happy face. That's a funny guy. I love him. Wheezing is unironically kind of badass. I think Rhyhorn is a perfect example of who cares, but Rhydon's pretty cool. Chansey's cute. I think I like Chansey more than Clefable, but not as much as Wigglytuff. And then Tango is pretty awesome. He's a fun guy. Like, he's fun. He's another one of those, like, quintessential funny guys, but he deserves to be there. But if I was to make, like, a list of 10 Pokemon that I feel the most nothing for, Kangaskhan is on that list. I have never felt anything for Kangaskhan. Horsey's so cute. I love Horsey. I don't know if Horsey's quite a friend, but I do think Horsey gets to sit like near the top of awesome. Siege's like, I think right around there as well. I really like that line. I think it's the eyes for Goldeen, but I just don't care. Goldeen's fine. I think I like Goldeen a little bit more than Pidgey. Seaking though, the memes kind of carry him, but I do like Seaking. I do think he's fun. Staryu and Starmie, I think are just objectively badass. Yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, Mr. Mime is also down here with Hypno. This is gonna be controversial. I don't like Scyther's design, and I just never have. I don't think I need to explain Jinx for how just atrocious of a design that is. I also don't like Electabuzz's design, and I feel like Magmar should be the same thing. But I actually do like Magmar a decent amount. Pinsir's another one. I just don't care. I'm actually going to try to have like a ranking in here. And like I'm going to just have the ones that I care the least amount about at the very bottom. Tauros is another one, I think, that I just don't care about. Maybe it is another one that's down there with Kangaskhan. I'm going to say Magikarp would be one that's like down here or in here. Normally. And then I played Legends Arceus again. And they made Magikarp so fucking cute. And I love him. And I actually think I like him a little bit more than Gyarados now. Which is insane. But, yeah, Gyarados is fucking... It's Gyarados. And I think Lapras is going to take number 2 right now. In Gen 1, that's a peak Pokemon. I love Lapras. Ditto, I think has to be Friends. Like, I feel there's got to be like a cutoff spot. I think Ditto is the quintessential like Friends gatekeeper. I think. Do I just put Magikarp at the top of Awesome? Nah, he's a friend. No, I'm gonna say top of Awesome. Nah, put him in Friends. Is it a cliche? Maybe. Nah, Eevee's peak. So is Vaporeon, and I'm gonna need the internet to calm down on this one. I think I like Vaporeon more than Lapras. I'm gonna need the internet to calm down on this one, because guess what? Vaporeon is an animal, and if you want to have sex with Vaporeon, you want to fuck dogs. Jolteon and Flareon I do like. They're probably like 7 and 8 in the evolution hierarchy, but I do like them. I'm gonna say I think for Porygon, I do like him a lot. I think Porygon 2 and Z. I think for Porygon 2 is like mid awesome, and then Porygon Z is high awesome. Ammonite, Amistar, Kabuto, Kabutops. I think I feel about the same for all of them, and I would say that they're fine. honestly, the more I look at this, I think Ammonite deserves to be in Funny Guys. Amistar, Kabuto, and Kabutops. But Aerodactyl's rad. I can definitely say that one of those Pokemon that every single time I get my hands on him, he's insanely powerful. Snorlax is a friend. I feel like he's another one that I don't really need to explain why he's a friend. I'm gonna be so for real. I'm not crazy about any of the birds. I think Articuno is fine. I think a little bit better than Pidgeot. I think Moltres is still my favorite, but it's not like, oh my god, he's so incredible, you know? And then Zapdos, I still don't like that much. I don't like the birds that much. Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. I love all three of them. I think Dratini is probably my favorite baby. I think they're all peak. I think I like Dragonite a little bit less than Lapras. Also, Mega Dragonite would 100% be up here. I think you kind of have to objectively say Mewtwo's awesome. Like, oops. I think that's like duh. And finally, Mew. I think Mew's fallen a bit for me, but not like a ton. I'd still say Mew is a friend. But that's it for Gen 1. So just kind of to go over it. Oh, look at that. Exactly 10 Pokemon that are peak, I would say, in Gen 1. I'm also going to put right here my top 10 favorite and my top 10 least favorite Pokemon of Generation 1. And you guys can be upset about who I say I like and who I say I dislike. I'm just going to do it from me. So, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you guys. And I'll see you when we do Gen 2. Where's my fucking hand? Bye.